Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. My name is Ramez Dandan. I'm the CTO for Microsoft here in Gulf. We're very delighted to be here. We're very excited to be part of the Dubai or UAE Global Blockchain Council. And we do care about blockchain as well as Microsoft. Yes. We're also very happy that we have one of our premier partners, worldwide partners here today, the people from Consensus, to give you a very deep dive into this technology and its potential. And I'm not going to steal their thunder. I don't know as much as they do, but I wanted to spend a few minutes talking about how do we frame this. Oh, it's better? Much better. How do we frame this in a wider context, blockchain that is, and briefly tell you what Microsoft is contributing as a company to that effort. So Microsoft celebrated this year our 25th year in Dubai. Okay, we've seen the progress, its warp speed, even considering the fast pace of change we're going through. Dubai has been the foundation of our growth in the region. Almost 50 offices were starting from Dubai around Middle East and Africa. So we believe in Dubai's history, potential, and capability. And this event is just one of those. We have now, we've heard about it many times, I would hope by now. We're in the midst of the fourth industrial revolution, right? The first one being the steam engine, driven by a steam engine. Every industrial revolution has been powered by one, maybe two key technologies and a lot of supporting technologies. But starting with the steam engine, then the second revolution, electricity and the combustion engine. The third industrial revolution, obviously the microprocessor or the transistor. And now we're in the midst of the fourth industrial revolution. And the way Microsoft thinks about it, the key driver for that fourth industrial revolution is cloud computing, okay? Cloud computing in everything we do, from mobility to connecting devices, to connecting cities, to making things smarter. This cloud computing is at the core of this fourth industrial revolution. And it has many forms, but cloud computing is definitely there. But throughout history, okay, even with the printing press, technology has always driven that change, right? Technology changes, technology evolves, technology morphs into new forms, but technology has always had that disruptive factor, okay? The factor that changes how we work, how we live, and luckily so far it's been to the better all the time. So technology is a disrupting factor. And today in the fourth industrial revolution, the core of that change, the core of that transformation is built around literally three major components. There are others, okay, but there are three major components. It's all about data. You've heard about data-driven companies, data-driven economies, data-driven countries. Data is core. Data is knowledge. Data is insight, okay? Data is a core element. But that data, without the right analytics, without the right insights, without the right views, okay? And in another event, we can talk about advanced analytics, predictions, and foresight. Analytics makes that data come to life, okay? Makes that data meaningful. It informs our decisions as people when we have choices to make the right choice and move forward. And cloud is an enabler. Cloud technology, okay, cloud computing is an enabler of all this. And what these technologies and supporting technologies like blockchain do is they help us digitally transform, the buzzword these days. Digital transformation is about, and this is the Microsoft view, is about transforming four key things, okay? No matter what business you're in, if you are government, non-government, if you're an education institution, if you're a factory, if you're a retailer, these four things, okay, are fundamentally what are being transformed through those technologies and that innovation. I'll start with customers, okay? better engaging your customers, better engaging your citizens, okay? That is being transformed because of technology and technological advances. Your products, whether they are a service, as in the case of a government, or a utility, power, electricity in case of a utility company, or a physical product, a phone, a car. These products are being transformed and need to be transformed for the digital age. Operations, okay? The way you run your organization, the way you interact with partners, the way you interact with suppliers, all this is being also transformed. And last but not least is people. Transforming the way people work together, okay, to produce these services, to serve those customers, to run those operations. Transforming how people, how employees are productive, collaborative, they communicate, okay, is critical to the success of digital transformation. So digital transformation is what everybody is going through right now, whether you know it or not, at different speeds. And digital transformation is definitely what Dubai is going through under the leadership of Dr. Aisha and, of course, His Highness. Blockchain, and I'm not going to go into a lot of details, leave it to the experts, but blockchain is like Dr. Noah said and Dr. Aisha, it's a secure, shared, distributed ledger. Okay? That's as simple as you can get. It has a lot of uses and a lot of potential. Okay? And a lot of buzz around it. Some of it is hype, for sure, but there's a lot of interest and dreaming going on about blockchain, and a lot of it we believe at Microsoft is true, okay? The new internet, I've heard at some point also somebody saying it has a lot of potential. Now, what is Microsoft's approach to blockchain? Given the definition as smart contracts or a distributed, secure distributed and shared ledger, we're an enabler, just like we do with other transformational motions or trends. We think of ourselves as an enabler, okay? Through technology, we enable these changes and these transformations. So basically, we provide an open platform, okay, that is hybrid. For those that know what hybrid means you can run it on-premise, in the cloud, in a mix of the two, in a hosted environment or your own. Enterprise grade, which is very important for blockchain to be adopted by institutions like banks, governments. Enterprise grade technology is key. So that middle layer there, the service fabric, is the enterprise grade part. And on top of that, a wide variety of applications, APIs, open platform, multiple partners. This is our kind of architecture in terms of supporting blockchain. And obviously, openness at the platform level, Linux, Windows, it doesn't matter. And we do three things, really, around blockchain. Three simple things as Microsoft. We provide a marketplace on our Azure cloud, a marketplace where our own services and our partner services can be, are there for you to experiment with, to try, to buy, literally with a click of a mouse, just deploy this technology. So just like an app store, if you want. So that's a key one. We participate in deep consortiums or deep partnerships with consortiums. I've named a few here. R3 is a very famous one. This is the 45 top banks in the world getting together to figure out how to leverage the blockchain. Accord is the equivalent in the insurance business. Multiple consortiums in around supply chain management and government and public sector. So marketplace, consortiums, because these are driving the thinking and the application of blockchain. And very importantly, for the rest of us is our ecosystem of partners, the breadth ecosystem of partners, which Consensus is part of, but which includes the likes of Accenture, Deloitte, PwC, and KPMG. These are the guys that will help us as entities experiment, deploy, fail and fail fast, okay, and evolve this for our own usage. The guidance we give as Microsoft is summarized here. Or the value we give for blockchain experimenters is, like I said, fail and fail fast. Experiment and don't be afraid, okay? We make it as frictionless as possible for you, as costly efficient as possible. You should have openness to mix and match technologies, okay? We facilitate that through the marketplace. You should have the flexibility to create private, public, shared, any types of blockchain consortiums and networks. And once you have a good solution, you should be able to expose it to the world, right? Again, all with the simplicity of literally one click. I'm sure we're going to have a demo during the day of what that means. Dr. Noah mentioned a few very key applications for blockchain. But if you want to look at the potential, okay, it's staggering. And this is not an exhaustive list. This is a list of projects we're involved in around the world, okay, covering literally every industry in the world, every aspect of our lives, from consumers to financials to media, okay, to computer science to identity, Internet of Things. It's a huge potential, okay? So these are the things we see around the world being experimented with using blockchain. We have over 45 or 50 now partners on the marketplace, technologies that span, platforms like Ethereum to full implementations like Consensus to, it's a wide variety and it's growing very rapidly. Please go and experiment with these things. It's quite simple, and you are the only one that can judge what's best for you, for your application, and for your environment. But and that's what we plan to do going forward, is increase that choice for customers in an open and inviting environment. That's what I had. Thank you so much.